Welcome back to another video in this series. So far, we have seen three videos. We have watched three videos, and in those videos, we have tried to understand what is a variable, why do we use alphabets to represent a varying value, and also why we do not use the multiplying sign uh, in an algebraic expression. Now, let's put all this thing together and try to evaluate a very simple algebraic expression. Okay, I've got two algebraic expression and let's try to solve it. Okay, I'm going to give you a moment here. You can pause and try to solve this and work out the answer. And then I will give you and then I will do the working together with you and we can actually cross refer our answers. Yeah. So let's work the first one. The first algebraic expression that we have is 3, and if you notice that the variable is in a bracket, which means 3 multiply x plus 10. Now, to evaluate this, the values of the variable has been given to us. So we are supposed to evaluate this when x is equals to 2 and also when x is equals to -3. Now, how do we do this? Okay, now, so it's 3. I'm going to use a different color for the variable. So it's 3 multiply x plus 10. So wherever I see the variable x, I'm going to substitute that with the first given value. In this case, they say the value of x or the variable is 2. So I'm going to substitute with 2. And I'm going to go on and complete the expression plus 10. So 3 multiply 2, 3 multiply 2 would be 6, plus 10, and that is 16. So this expression here, 3x plus 10, has a value of 16 when the variable x is equals to 2. All right, now let's go on with the second value, which is x equals to -3. So again, I'm going to work this. So it's 3, and in the bracket now I'm going to substitute the variable x with the value of -3. So it's going to be -3 and plus 10. So now it becomes 3 multiply -3 will be -9 plus 10, and the value becomes 1. Now, for some of you, this might be confusing. How in the world, when we have the same expression, that is 3x plus 10, but it yields different values? Now, understand this. This expression is made up with an input that is varying, that can vary, means it can take any value. So in this case, the question here have given you two values for x. So he said evaluate the expression when x is equals to 2, which means wherever I see x in the expression, I will substitute that x with 2 and I will evaluate, which I ended up with 16. For the second value of that variable, it is given -3. So I evaluate the same expression, but now I'm using -3. So that's why we have different answers when we have different input values or different variable values. All right, let's go to the second one. Now the second one I have is 4, and now it is given to us in this form, 4y, without the bracket, right? But it means the same thing. So it's 4 multiply y minus 5. And remember, multiplication takes precedence in in arithmetics. You can refer to BODMAS to understand this better. So at the moment, I'm going to substitute y with the value of half. So I'm going to multiply that with half. I'm just putting it in the bracket so it's not a confusion, because now we're having two numbers. Because if I write it without the bracket, then it looks like 4.5. But now it looks 4 multiply half minus 5. So that would be 4 times half, or the half of 4 is 2 minus 5, and that will yield negative 3. Now let's work the same with the second variable value that has been given to us. Second variable value that is given to us is negative 1 over 4. So that is what I'm going to do. So it's 4 multiply negative 1 over 4 minus 5. So 4, a quarter of 4 is 1, and since this is negative, positive multiply negative, you will get negative. So it's negative 1 minus 5, that gives us negative 6.